Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the title of the video, today I'm going to be talking about some of my favorite Black romance authors. I love romance books, but I especially love Black romance books because there's something so special about reading about characters that look like you and then have also possibly gone through similar experiences as you. There's just a different level of understanding to the plot, the characters, the whole shebang. Starting off in no particular order, first up I have Miss Danielle Allen. So I've only started reading Danielle Allen this year, which is crazy because I didn't realize that she has a whole back catalog. I thought that the Curve series was really her first series to like start off her author career. Boy, was I wrong. Okay, she has like over 25 books. So I cannot wait to read her backlog because I loved the Curve series. The Curve series includes Curvy Girl Summer, Plus Size Player, and my personal favorite, Big Girl Blitz. And actually what's really cool about Danielle Allen is that she came to my book club's meeting last month. Our May book club of the month was Big Girl Blitz, and she actually came to our book club meeting at Resist Bookstore, and it was amazing. She did an author talk with the host of our club, and it was just so good. This book means so much to me, and it really, really touched my soul, and yeah, I just loved it. Also, it's signed! I also took some pictures with her, see here and wherever else I decide to put them, okay? And I got to tell her how much this book means to me. Also, I really enjoyed being able to talk to her about this book because a lot of things that annoyed me and I was irritated about, she broke down her writing process and she broke down why she wrote the characters that way and why they did what they did. And it was just really good insight into the book, and it just made me love the book that much more. Also, what I really like about the Curve series is that these books are told on the same timeline instead of like one after another. So you read Curvy Girl Summer and then you go to Plus Size Player and you're reading things in Plus Size Player that are happening in Curvy Girl Summer and you're reading it from a different POV, and I love that. That's the first time I read a trilogy that was like that, and I really, really enjoyed it because being able to see so many different things that I already read from a different POV made me understand it a little bit more, and just kind of, it was just nice to see the different POVs. So as I already said, my favorite book by Danielle Allen that I read by her is Big Girl Blitz, and a book on my TBR that I want to read by her is Broken Clocks. Next up, Eevee Daniels. Yeah. If you didn't know, this is an Eevee Daniels stan account, okay? She is the author of the Broadcast Heart series and also a few other novellas that are coming out later this year, I think. And also she released one during the holiday season last year. I love the Broadcast Heart series. I believe that this will be a 6-book series, but currently only the first 2 books are out. The 3rd book will be released July 7th. So it's coming up quick. The first 2 books in the series is Behind the Forecast, which I have here. Okay. She actually released new covers for these books. So I have the OG covers, but I love them all the same. All of the covers are beautiful, but this is the first book, Behind the Forecast. And then the second book is Love in the Headlines. Like, I love these covers so much. They're so cute. So yeah, these are the first 2 books in the series. The 3rd one's coming out July 7th. And the title of that book is Final Take. And it sounds messy as hell in true Eevee Daniels form. I'm scared, okay? Because the ending of Love in the Headlines was nuts. It was crazy. It was like, what the hell is going on? And I loved every minute of it, okay? What I really enjoy about Eevee's books is that they are funny and spicy and the characters have a lot of depth, and it's just really awesome to see how like the FMCs and the MMCs eventually come together, because both, I think, in these books, they were not fucking with each other at first. And then of course, they did in the end. All right. Oh, did they? Yeah, they did. I've actually done reading vlogs for both of these books. I'll link them below because I really did enjoy reading them, and I can't wait for the 3rd book to come out. My favorite book by Eevee Daniels that I read by her is Love in the Headlines. It was so good, so funny, so like quirky, I guess. Not quirky. I don't know why I said that. It was not really quirky. Anyways, it had like a really different aspect to it towards the end. Like it was like a mystery almost. Not really a mystery, but like maybe like suspenseful, I think. But yeah, it's like Marriage of Convenience. I really like that. Also, I have a little like shout out in the book, which I love. I'm obsessed with it. I sometimes will just look at it and just be like, wow, that's me. I don't know how to explain it. You're gonna have to just read it and tell me if you see my username or not, because you should. And it's in here. So yeah, I don't know why I said if you see it or not, because you'll see it. It's in here. Let me find it actually. Hold on. Okay, I found it. Okay. I don't know how to show y'all. Anyways, when you get the book, it's on page 133. Thank you. Also, I just realized that this book is signed also. I love a signed book. I love a signed book. I'm sure the other one is signed too. It is. It is. Okay, yeah. And a book by her on my TBR is Final Take. Now a Black romance legend, if you will. Okay, Miss CCJ, Christina C. Jones. So Christina C. Jones has been writing Black romance for over 10 years now, a decade. And she's well over 50 books in her catalog. Honestly, I'm pretty sure it's closer to like 60 or 70, maybe even 80. She has a lot of books, all right? I only started reading her books last year, but I'm sold. Like, I am a fan for sure, okay? All it took was one book. She has easily become one of my favorite authors. She is such a great writer, and her ability to write so many different romance tropes is amazing. My favorite book that I read by her is Anonymous Acts. This is a spicy thriller suspense romance book. What? Excuse me? I didn't even know those existed until I read this book. Like, it's two of my favorite genres in one. And I'm like, mind blown. This book was amazing. 5 stars. I listened to it. The narrators ate that shit up. It was so good. I just really liked the characters and the plot of the story. I was really, really intrigued into like what was going on with who was trying to kill the main character. Okay, and the mystery they're trying to solve. But then here comes this really sexy chapter and the main characters are, you know, doing something. And I'm like, wait, let's put that on pause. What y'all finna get into? And the ending was like wrapped up in a tiny little bow and I loved it. It was so good. A book on my TBR that I want to read by her is Catch Me If You Can, which is the first book in the If You Can series. And this is a thriller romance series. So I'm excited that this is a series. It's 3 books and I'm super pumped to like dive in and read it because this is like my new favorite genre. Both of my favorite genres into one book. Like, can it get any better? I don't think so. Up next, I have Kimberly Brown. Kimberly is a relatively new to me author. I've only read 2 or 3 books by her, but I have thoroughly enjoyed all of them that I've read. She knows how to write a character who is strong-willed and takes no shit, which I love, okay? I really enjoy her writing and the plots that she has come up with in the books that I've read. My favorite book that I've read by her is Rhythms Blues. This was such a good book. This is a 5-star read for me. This is the first book that I read by her and I loved it. It was so, so good. Rhythm and Channing live in my mind rent free, okay? Channing, yeah. He's one of them ones, for sure. A book on my TBR that I want to read by her is Fever, which is book 1 in her Love in the Scrub series. I've never read a romance book that's like set in a hospital or like that's like a medical romance. Besides, I guess Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez, but I wouldn't really count that because I don't think it was like mostly set in the hospital. That was like their job and they did a lot of stuff outside of the hospital. But I think this series is like legitimately they're in the hospital day in, day out type shit. So that's what I'm looking forward to. It's a new type of like sub-genre that I'm ready to tap into. Last but not least, I have Lucy Eden. The first book that I completed and read this year was The Love Audit by Lucy Eden. I listened to this and it was so good. I ate it up. I was so surprised at how much I liked it. I forget where I got this rec from. Someone on my Bookstub posted about it and they're like, oh, I just finished this and I really liked it. And I saw on my Libby that it was available and I was like, let me tap in. And I'm glad I did because I loved it. I love Enemies to Lovers and I think that she did this so well. Also, it was like a workplace romance. Yeah. And there was also a little like historical element to it. Like there was so many things going on that cohesively came together and it was really, really done so well. And it was spicy. It was spicy. I was not expecting that. It wasn't like overly spicy, but I was like, oh, I was not expecting that, but I ate it up and I really, really enjoyed it. So my favorite book that I've read by Lucy Eden is The Love Audit because it is the only book that I've read by her. But I really enjoyed it, which is why I wanted to highlight her in this video. A book on my TBR that I want to read by her is Love in Bloom. And it's really crazy because I got this book like last year at like a romance bookstore and I didn't realize that the author of this book is Lucy Eden until I finished The Love Audit and I was like, oh, let me look up some other books by her. And I saw this on Goodreads and I was like, wait, I literally have that book on my shelf. So yeah, I think it will be good. Oh, it's a cheeky small town romantic comedy, period. I love a rom-com and I love a small town romance. So I'm gonna eat this up. I know I am. And that's a wrap, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope I introduced you to some new books and some new authors, or I discussed one of your faves as well. I'm always looking for new authors and new books. So if you have some recommendations for me for Black romance, let me know in the comments below. Until the next chapter, happy reading.